Hello, my beautiful co-creators. It's day 22nd of my Law of Attraction 100-day manifestation journey, and this video blog is about making an energy ball. I explained a little tiny bit about it yesterday. So today what we're going to do, we're going to actually put our intention into the I don't know, the energy ball, or you could look at it as a bright, beautiful sun just reflecting at you, or, you know, if you want to feel the female energy, I usually use the moon aspect of the, of the mother that reflects the essence of who we are as females, women, that's a female energy, or, just call in your divine, your Christ consciousness, or your Shiva consciousness, or your Krishna consciousness. It doesn't matter. It's what's in your heart that really matters. So yeah, so today's video is part 2 of yesterday's part 1, making the energy ball, and today I'll be kind of demonstrating it. So yay, I'm excited. I'll see you in a few. Alrighty, so now we're gonna start. So like I said yesterday, we're gonna make an energy ball, and I kind of showed how to do that. And today I'm just gonna put just a little bit elements into what we're trying to do. But before we do that, I'm gonna give you a little example of how sacred this is. You have to look at it beyond your 5 senses. Sometimes we just do things and we're still in that 5 senses, and in order to create something, you got to go beyond the 5 senses. So in order to do that, we have to kind of shut the physical aspect of who we are on our daily basis, and know that the essence, or the true authentic self of who we are is it's much higher than what we see in our daily life. So you kind of have to go a little bit beyond that, but I don't want to go too much into it because I just don't want to go there right now. So here it is. So first thing you want to do is obviously cleanse your space. You want to make sure it's like this. So let me give you a quick example. Let's say you're going on a date. Everybody loves romance and love and date, and love is a beautiful thing when you have love in your heart. No matter how painful your outside circumstances is, somehow you're able to see the bigger light in everything. And it's hard to see that if we're not centered in our love, in our hearts. Our heart is where the love resides. That's the sacred space where God is. It says the kingdom of God is within you, and it's right here in the heart center. So yes, so before we do anything, we want to make sure that our space is cleansed. That the energy that we want to invoke, there's good energies and there's bad energies. So if you just start calling and you saying, there's other entities that you could invoke into your life, and there are negative, there's positive, and there's negative. So you want to make sure consciously what you are inviting into your space. So I usually do, like, I'll sage my space, I'll sage my body, just to cleanse it. And then my favorite thing to use is candle. See, so I made this beautiful little white candle with rose on it, and then I put a little bow on it just for the heck of it. But yeah, so this basically, it signifies to me that I've taken the space out and I'm making it sacred. Now you don't have to do that. This is just the way it works for me. I like visual things, and I'm just into, I like stuff, I like ritual stuff. That's just the essence of who I am. I mean, I'm a Taurus, I'm a earth sign, I love everything that has to do with the earth, the nature, the beauty aspect, what Mother Nature reflects. So to me, I like jewelries, and I like stones, and I like just crystals, and that's just who I am, though. But that doesn't mean that you have to do that. You have to find what resonates with you, and what may resonate with you. It's just sitting out in the nature, it's just looking at the tree, boom, it awakens something within you. Or just playing with your children, that's your boost of energy. Just find what works for you, but make sure it's sacred and it means something to you. And then you could use that element to bring in what you need. Okay, so I'm going to pause right now because I'm talking too much and I need to center myself. Okie dokie, so I'm back. Sorry, when I get excited, my energy I could feel it rising, and I know that I need to like calm down, because then I'll just start saying stuff that just really won't make sense. I get all sidetracked. But anyways, I'm going to use a little cheat sheet for this. So first thing we're going to do is obviously we're going to center ourselves. We're going to light a candle, or anything, like I said. And if you don't have anything, that's perfectly okay too, because remember, it's what's inside. It's not what outside coming to you. It's inside reflecting back to you. So you don't have to have anything really. You just have to stay in your center, and that's magical. That it really is. But like I said, if you want to add something more visual, and I like to use candles because I love making candles, and so I like to use that and a couple of other things. So just do that. If you don't, that's fine too. So yes, first thing you do, obviously, you center yourself. You get into that quiet space, and then you invite your God, Goddess, your higher self, and you surround yourself. You always want to surround yourself in the vortex of light, because there, like I said, there's good energies, there's bad energies, and if you don't know what you are inviting in your life, you're going to invite some boogeyman that you're not going to like. But keep in mind, the boogeyman's only in the mind. There's really nothing. It's all in here. So if you think there's something bad, there's something bad. So it doesn't. So just do it with intention. Bring in the white light. Take a deep breath. Inhale, exhale. Take another deep breath. Inhale, exhale. I usually do it 3, 9. I do it in sequence, but let's for the sake of it, let's do it 3 times, just so we center ourselves. And now what we're going to do is we're going to remember, you don't need to be an energy healer. You don't need to be a Reiki practitioner. You don't need anything. All you need, we all have cosmic energy within us, and you don't have to know anything. You just need to know that you are one with the universe, and that one with God, and that's all that really matters. So you just, rub your fingers. If you're waking them up, you gotta wake up. Everything is energy, so you gotta wake it up. And then you pretty much know when you're ready, So I'm just gonna keep it quick. So let's say you're doing this for a while, and you feel the tingling, or you feel the energy, and if you really want to get really deep, you could see like an energy of a ball of energy here and a ball of energy here, coming out from each other and meeting. It's like 2 energies coming and meeting each other, and then you go like this, and then once you feel like there's a resistance, you just stop right there, and that's where you open up the window. It's like a key. Open up the door. Remember, the door cannot open unless you turn the key. So in your mind, you have to really go and say, here's the right hemisphere, the left hemisphere come together, and now you're apart, and then now you're going to open up the windows or the door. And here is where you put in your intention. So there's a couple ways that you could put your intention. I'm going to give you like 3 examples, just so, because everybody's looking for something different. So I like to be fair and square and not just concentrate on prosperity, because there are a lot of people who already have wealth, and they're not happy with that because they're missing the love aspect of it. There are some people who already have love, but they can't seem to grasp on that wealth aspect of it. So so they want that. And there are some people that have wealth and they have love, but they have health issues, or the health of their loved ones, so there's so many things for so many people. Everybody's looking for something different. What you are looking for, I might have. What I might have, vice versa. So everybody's different. So you center yourself, you open the windows of heaven, and now you're going to visualize your creator, Mother Earth, anything, but you got to make sure that you're sending, that there's something is there to protect it and to guide it and to help you bring what you need into fruition. So I'm just going to use an example. Let's just say, so here's, I know, I'm going to, so my friend, I had a friend that passed away 20 years ago. It was this March, 20, and tomorrow is his birthday. He died 1 week before his birthday. So my intention tonight is going to be to invite him to come to me and visit me, and so I could just say a few words to him. So what would I do? I would go into my sacred space and I would put forward my face. That's exactly, when you go like this, what you're doing, you're actually saying, I'm actually doing this with consciousness. I'm not just asking for something. I'm putting my intention in. So I would go in here and I would say something like, I know it's going to sound creepy, but hey, it is what it is, right? So I would say something like, I would whisper, hey, Joe, this is Karen. Hey, can you hear me? Oh, my God. Okay. Whew. And then you'll know, and if, so I would go in there, hey, Joe, I miss you. I just wanted to wish you a happy birthday. Can you hear me? If you can, please send me a sign that you can hear me. And then you take that ball of energy and light and you put it in your heart center. And you believe and you have faith that it has already come to pass. That your beloved friend has heard you. Or if you have a parent that passed away, Dad, Mom, I miss you. Daddy, can you hear me? Mom, can you hear me? My brother, my sister, can you hear me? And then you bring that energy and you put it in your heart center. And then, and then another example I could give you is healing of prayer. Let's just say someone needs a healing prayer. So you open up the energy, you open up the door, and then you know that you're aligned. And then you go into your sacred center and you ask, I need healing. Thank you for healing this person, Thank you for healing my mother. Thank you for healing my father. I could feel it. Thank you, God, for healing, for hearing my petition of prayer, And then you take that ball of light and you put it in your heart chakra, and you know that the intention that you have, so what you have to do is like this. Okay, I'm sure there's many of us that have done when we've had our loved one pass, we take a balloon and we send it out into the universe, Now, with our 5 senses, we don't know if it's reaching it or not, but we're doing it because we know we have faith, right? Our faith tells us that our loved ones has received the balloon. So same thing with the healing energy, and you invoke it, and then I wish I had like those fairy dust thingy. I need to like do all kinds of stuff with I need some video editing stuff where I can just make it, the energies just flow and you, like that, yeah. See, I'm thinking too far now. But anyways, so, you put in your intention of healing and then you send it out to the universe, and then you know that it is done. Same thing with love. If you want to invoke love, if you want to bring in love, let's just say, your marriage has failed, but you still have that feeling that there's a future there, and you're still holding on, and that's okay. Just don't be attached to it. So you go into your little sacred space and you talk to your beloved and tell him or her, can you hear me? Please, I need clarity. Where is this relationship going? But you have to say it with a place of love, and not fear. Once again, you bring that to you, and then you send it out into the universe. But another thing, you can't have attachment to it. If you get attached to, and you can't, when you want something like that, you got to let go of the attachment and believe that if it's meant to be, that whole saying, if you let go of something. If it's meant to be, it'll come back to you. It's kind of like that. You cannot hold on to it and make something happen. And for anything good to happen, it has to happen naturally. But oh my God, it's already 9 minutes. But yeah, you get the point. So you open up your energy, open up that window, put in your intention, bring it to your heart center. But what you also want to do is you want to close the window, because you don't want to leave anything sacred open. You know, when you invite the divine into your heart, you need to know that it's sacred, and that space needs to be sacred too. So once you're done putting out your intention and your petition, and then you come together, and then you say that it is finished, that it is done. And then you have to know in your heart that it's going to come to pass. Granted, it might not come the way you want it, people. Trust me, I know. It's not going to come the way you want it. But this is where intuition comes in. And, you know, in my next few videos, hopefully I'll get a chance to talk about intuition and, you know, how to listen to that small, still voice within you, okay? But anyways, God bless. Try to use stuff, you know what I mean? Don't be so closed up. Like, you know, if you try to be a little bit of an open mind, and you'd be surprised. Like, you would be surprised how things have a way of working out. You know, you don't have to use what I'm saying. Find something that works for you, you know? Challenge yourself. Hey, so here's my thought. Be open. Be receptive of receiving. Don't live in a closed box, you know? Get out of the box and just try to experience things, you know, and find what works for you. These are just some of the things that I'm just throwing out because it works for me. But I'm talking too much. God bless. Hopefully it helps. It will help. Believe it is, and it will. I'll see you tomorrow.